Were you starstruck when you got to apply to work for him?
Um, Not really. So it was actually a bit of a different thing as he actually approached me. He actually approached me and went, I need a really fast young driver to put in my car to get results and try and push us to the front and make sure we can make a good impact on debut. So he's actually running the McLaren team that I'm driving with.
Ah, so he works for the McLaren company, part of Australia, pretty much?
It's our factory, our only McLaren Australia team at the moment, I'm pretty sure.
Awesome. Just wondering, what's your favorite racetrack you've raced at so far?
I've done a lot of the F1 circuits and they're all pretty good, but like the Australian Grand Prix circuit, amazing track. Monza, not bad. Silverstone, amazing track, but nothing's as good as Spa. Spa is by far the best track in the world.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the place where the Bathurst 1000 is held?
Yeah, I did. I've done that track a fair few times now. I did it at the Bathurst 12 hour at the start of the year. I did it in Porsche last year. And it's definitely a very unique track. I haven't done a track anywhere in the world that's even close to or similar to that.
Oh, got it. Have you been to V8 supercar races?
Yeah, well, we race on I haven't raced a V8 supercar or even driven a V8 supercar, but Porsche Australia actually is the main support category for V8 supercars.
Yeah, for sure. Have you noticed a trend lately that there's been some interest in Australian drivers out here in America, like when Will Power won the Indy 500, and then when Shane van Gisbergen pulled off that upset in Chicago? Have you noticed that lately?
Not really a lot of change, I believe, on my side. Like, I think Australian drivers, I think we've always had some very good Australian drivers in the GT area, and even the Formula area with like Daniel Ricciardo being in Formula 1 now, Oscar Piastri, and then we've got a few other rising talents, you could say, in Australian Formula over in Europe. But I think on the aspect of V8 supercar drivers coming over, stepping out of V8 supercars into something else, like we've had now Shane van Gisbergen go to NASCAR. We had Scott McLaughlin go over and do IndyCar a few years ago, and he's still doing it now. I think the increase in desire for a very good V8 supercar driver applying to something else is become a lot higher.
Yeah, for sure. I was glad that McLaughlin was able to achieve with the Penske organization, DJR Team Penske. And then when I heard that Shane van Gisbergen won in the streets of Chicago, I just remember thinking, I knew before the race that he was going to be a contender, but I did not know he was going to pull that off, and I was really happy for him, you know?
Yeah, well, he's a very, very talented driver, and in a lot of things, I've seen Shane drive a lot of different cars, not just V8 supercars, and he's been absolutely blistering quick in everything that's driven.
Yeah, I definitely think he had an advantage considered that he was the only one in the field experienced with driving through the streets rather than on a particular course, you know?
Yeah, it definitely adds an advantage to him at some point, especially considering a lot of our tracks in Australia. We have a fair few tracks in Australia that are street circuits.
Yeah, for sure. So, how many races have you won?